So hello, everyone. Hello. No, hello, everyone. All right, that's better. Yes, hello. So this is not going to be very long. We got 3 people who are going to talk a little bit about what we're doing and where we're going. And the main idea is for everybody here to have a good time, to see how awesome everybody else is next to each other, and share a lot of the love here, and then go out on the streets this week and move this thing.
Yeah.
Pumped! Yes. That means like Wednesday we are canvassing. Right?
Wednesday!
And that means Saturday we are canvassing, and Sunday we are canvassing, and Wednesday we are canvassing, and Saturday and Sunday and Wednesday and Saturday and Sunday and Wednesday and Saturday and Sunday, and all the days in between. So you are invited to do all of that and be part of that, and also just to come here and eat food and help out and give money and sing songs and hug your neighbor. So I think the first person who's gonna by the way, my name is Josh Brahinsky. I'm one of the people who's part of this movement with you all. And before we start, I just wanted to thank 2 groups of people that have been like amazingly helpful to this campaign. So this is the home of Jane Weed and Ron Pomerantz. And if you see Jane and Ron anywhere nearby, hug them. There's Jane.
Yay, Jane!
Nobody's hugging her. Good. All right, there we go. That's good. And they are landlords.
Yeah.
Who support rent control. And so that is awesome. And we'll talk a little more about what that is and how that works and how you can be a landlord or a homeowner who supports rent control too, since you're here. And the other thank you is to SEIU. Thank you, SEIU. Matt, thank you, SEIU. Matt's right there. And other SEIU people are here too. But SEIU has been letting us use their hall like many days a week. And they're one of the biggest donors to the campaign, and they're just really helping out in general. And so it's SEIU 521. It's the local for city workers in town, and they are just fantastic and have been an incredible support. So I wanted to thank them. And those are the thank yous. So here's Stacy. She's going to tell you some stuff. All right. Give it up to Stacy.
All right. Stuff. Hi, everybody. My name is Stacy. I'm a renter. I've been a renter my entire adult life. Ever since I moved out of the college dorms when I was a sophomore in college. And since moving to Santa Cruz, I've just decided that I'm always going to be a renter. And let's be honest, I don't have a ton of choices. And I think there's probably a lot of people here who are sort of renters because they don't have any other choice. Right? Last month, the Sentinel reported that the average price of a home in Santa Cruz is $928,000. I mean, who can afford that? Even if I magically discovered I had some great aunt who I didn't know about, who was independently wealthy and passed away and willed me the money that I needed for my down payment, like literally the monthly payments would be my entire take-home pay. More than my entire take-home pay. So, who can afford that? In fact, research presented at the No Place Like Home project back in October of last year by Miriam Greenberg suggests that Santa Cruz is actually the 4th hardest place in the entire world to live. Because not only is it so costly, but the difference between the cost of buying a home and the average income that people make is so great that we are the 4th hardest place to live in. And so, I'm a renter. And, last year at some point I was chatting with a woman who's a mortgage broker, and I said, gosh, I have a master's degree and a professional job. I'm a public school teacher.
Thank you for your service.
I said, shouldn't, average middle-class people be able to buy a house? Isn't that just what average middle-class people do? And she said, oh, honey, you're a middle-class person in a rich person's town. And at first I was kind of like, Oh yeah, huh? And then the more I thought about it, the more I was like, wait a minute. I mean, is this really a rich person's town? No. Is that really what we want? No. I mean, obviously, if you look at the housing prices, that is the way that it is. But I don't think any of us live here because we want this place to eventually be like Los Gatos or Carmel. I mean, we live here because it's diverse, it's eclectic. You know, there's all kinds of different people from all kinds of backgrounds, and that's what we really value about this place. I mean, that's really why we're here. And let's also just be honest. We're the county seat. We've got people who work in public health. They have to be here. We've got 11 public schools. So we've got tons of school teachers all over the place. We've got one of the only 2 major hospitals in the area. We've got nurses and teachers and sanitation workers, all who live and work in this town. You know, and let's be honest, we're a tourist town, so we got a lot of service workers. And so we rely on low and middle income people. But low and middle income people are being driven from their homes. I know half a dozen people who have gotten untenable rent increases in the last 4 years, and those rent increases have forced them to move. And some of my friends are moving out of the state because the whole area is so ridiculous. I'm losing friends left and right. And some people are getting untenable rent increases, and they're living with it because where else are they going to go? What else are they going to do? My rent has gone up 37% in the last 4 years, and I stay where I am because it's still below market, and I don't know what else I would do otherwise. Where else would I go? I work right in town. And yet low and middle income people, the people that this town relies on, are leaving. We're hemorrhaging low and middle income people at an unsustainable rate. And I applaud all of the solutions for overall affordability. And I think that, you know, the city and the county really need to take a look at overall affordability issues. And I hope we do seriously consider some of the options on the table for us. But the only thing that's going to keep people who are renters in their homes right now is rent control and just cause eviction. The only way we can make sure that average people can continue to stay here is rent control and just cause eviction. Yeah. So that's why I'm here. That's why I'm working to get Measure M. Measure M passed on the ballot in November. I'm excited. We have a lot of work ahead of us, but I'm excited for that work, and I'm going to turn it over to Robert, who's going to tell you more about how we're going to do that.
All right.
Costa Hawkins, too.
Yes, I'm dead.
Repeal.
Hey everyone, my name is Robert Cavoris. I am a renter here in Santa Cruz, and I am very excited about rent control. Yeah! We have been working on this campaign, some of us for, more than 6 months since we decided to pursue rent control this year, get it on the ballot, and now work to make sure that we win it in Santa Cruz. Yeah. And in that time, it's become clear that there is an organized opposition to this. And there is an opposition with a lot of money, with a lot of power, and an opposition that really is intent on spreading misinformation about what we're trying to do and about what renters need in this community. We've also seen that what we have, and the thing that's going to help us win this, is people power. Yeah. We have won already on several occasions, just frankly, amazing victories, and we're going to carry that through to November. We have a rent freeze in place that we won because people turned out to city council and demanded a rent freeze. We collected 11,000 signatures in half the time that we actually might have been allotted. Technically it's 6 months. Because of our schedule, it was 3 months. We only needed 5,800. We got 11,000. We talked to 11,000 people. And that was possible because we had people, many of whom are here, going out every day, knocking on doors, walking around downtown, telling people what rent control is about, telling people why we need rent control, and making the case for it. And that's what we have to keep doing between now and November. So I want to let you know there's opportunities to do that and that we've set a new goal for ourselves. And that is we are going to get 9,000 commitments between now and November on yes voters. And we're going to do that the same way we got those signatures. Starting this week, there'll be a chance to go out knocking on doors on Wednesday at 5 p.m. at SEIU, which is 517 Mission Street. You can meet there. There'll be a brief training about what it's like to go canvassing and knocking on doors. A little bit of details about the issue and the measure that we're putting forward. And then people are going to go straight out from there to go talk with voters and let them know what this is about. Starting this Wednesday, continuing Saturday and Sunday, and going on every week between now and Election Day. We need people out there. We need people getting those commitments, talking about this issue, and letting everyone know why it's so important. So, if you haven't already done so, please, at the welcome table, there's a place you can sign up. There's the details for all of these events. You can sign up for them. You can say, I want to get involved. If none of those times work for you, we will also find a way to get you canvassing whenever you can do it. And we're just going to keep that operation going between now and Election Day. And I know when I look around here and I see the enthusiasm and I see the power that we have, we're going to win this, you're going to win this, and we're going to do it together.
So I got a couple questions. So our campaign has not yet done sort of official endorsements of candidates or anything like that. We haven't figured that part out yet. We were waiting till the end of the summer. But there are actually candidates who show their political leanings by where they show up. And so I just wanted to point out that there's a couple folks here. There's Justin Cummings right there. And he's running for city council. And there's Drew Glover. Where'd he go? So these guys are here in the flesh, for real. So, now, quick question. How many people here are renters? Raise your hand. Oh, look at that. All right, right on. And how many of you, second question, how many people are homeowners or landlords?
Right on.
Hey, awesome.
Right.
Yeah. So, just quick thing for homeowners and landlords, because I am a landlord myself. I actually just finished building the rental unit this morning. So, it's an interesting place to be because we're in this fight, right? And we can play a really, really important role in softening the battle because we need some homeowner votes, right? We can't just do this, but we need every renter to be out there. We need all the renters who are likely to vote and all the renters who don't usually vote. They need to be out there and they need to be canvassing and they need to be voting and they need to be pushing for this. But if we get every renter who's voted in the past and registered, we still won't win this. We need some homeowners and some landlords. So you who are homeowners and landlords can play a really important role in talking to the people who live near you, right? And explaining to them that this is not just for renters and for landlords to lose, but we gain from this, right? We gain because we get a community of people that's stable. We get to know our neighbors. We get to build a place where we actually can share our eggs and our kids and our lives together with people who we know are going to be around. And that makes life so much better, whether you're a homeowner or a renter. And so I think homeowners can do that. And if you came tonight and you signed up, you're going to get an email in the next couple days about a group called Landlords and Homeowners for Rent Control. Please sign up for that and help us to do that side of the messaging and seeing if we can swamp a little bit of the homeowner messaging that's out there that's against it.
Yeah.
So let's do that. Then the last thing before I get Nora up here to squeeze money out of all you, which is really, really important. So, if you can donate just a little bit, that's awesome. If you can donate a lot, that's awesome too. We really, really, we don't have anything like the resources that are against us. But in terms of resources, who here can do some canvassing? Raise your hand if you can go canvassing once in the next month.
Oh,
just once.
Oh, yeah.
Once.
Just once?
Yeah, just once. Can you go twice in the next month?
Where do we sign up?
Can you go 4 times in the next month? Okay, now you guys make sure you sign up and actually do it. And if you're afraid, who is afraid of canvassing? Oh, come on. Robert, you're afraid of canvassing. Everybody's afraid of canvassing, right? So if you're afraid of canvassing, and you're afraid of talking to your neighbors about anything because you're a shy person or you're just you just feel sort of inward, make sure that you come and get a buddy, right, who's also afraid. And then you can go be afraid together. It's really sweet. It's a wonderful experience. It's just awesome. So do that. We'll give you friends. We'll give you the messaging. Yeah, we'll give you friends. If you don't have any friends, come canvassing. But no, it's an awesome thing to do, and to get over that fear is really, really, really worth it. And we will make it so that you have the message, you have the support. Please do it. All right, Nora.
Nora!
Say hi to Nora.
Hey, Nora!
Blood on his stone. Did you say get blood out of the stone? Yes. Standing on it. Second time in 12 years that I have fought a class issue. And that's what rent control is, just so we're clear about it. The attempt to win a higher minimum wage in 2006 is exactly the same as the attempt to win rent control this year. Both are class-based issues. Both cannot be achieved without the power of the working class and the money of the ruling class. For the purpose of this conversation, I'm in the ruling class. I own my own home, I have money to give, and I know you do too. So my parents taught me a long time ago, activism is good, walking precincts matters, getting involved in the down and dirty of a campaign is very important, but the name of the game is money. That is the name of the game, because money buys flyers. Money buys union print shop jobs. Money buys envelopes. Money buys food. Money buys maybe healthcare, depending on how bad the injury is. Who knows? So for all of you that are not renters, that have extra money, put that money in the air, because at this event, there is no limit. It's not like yesterday when there was a limit as to how much you could give.
To who?
To Justin Cummings. That was a $350 limit. Today, no limit. You following me? So for everybody who has a little bit of silver hair, and you know who you are, because I'm actually looking at you right now, it is our job, literally, to support the struggles of the next generation. That is our job. Make no mistake about it. So while you all are clapping, get your wallets out, because I'm looking, oh, look how good we have it. So we have a checkbook up here, we have cash up there. I'm looking to see more hands in the air. I'm really looking for $1,000. That's really what I'm looking for. I'll take some combination of 300 here, 400 there, 300 here. That makes 1,000. Oh, and Jeffrey would like you to hold up your credit cards. I left my purse on the table.
Renters can donate too.
Anybody can donate. Again, there's no limit. So in all seriousness, it's going to take a lot of legwork to make this campaign go. It's going to take a lot of precinct walkers. And it's going to take a lot of money that we give to a union print shop and to a variety of places so that we have the means to run a campaign. So, who has $500 to give? Whoa! There it is. $1,500 right here. So it's $500 to Micah, $500 to Steve, $500 to Rachel. That's $1,500. We're on our way. Thank you guys very much. Who has $300 to spend? It's coming down. Thank you. Whoa. Thank you, Zog. That's $300 from a renter and a campaigner. That's some serious scratch. Who has $200 to give?
300 over there.
Another, sorry, Michael, another $300? Yell it out.
All right, Michael.
Which sounds like we're up to 2,500 so far. Should I tell you how much we raised yesterday at Cummings for Council?
Yes, you should.
$42.85. Beat that. Beat it. $42.85 with limits on the contributions yesterday, all of which were honored. Those limits were totally legal, completely honored. I know because I took the money myself. Today, no limits. And I'll know it because I'm going to take the money myself. So far we're up to a couple $1,000s. I'm looking for another 200, 250. Going once. Going, thank you, so 250 to each of you?
200.
200 to, and, well, that's $400 right there. There's one more $100.
By 3.
Sorry, 600.
That was 600 over here.
600 over here. And one more from Lorna, another $100 there. And another $100 or so from Mary. Oh my God, Kiernan, Robert, Viveka, Bob Gusley from the old minimum wage campaign, Brennan, and Jim Conway. Thank you, Sandy Brown. So let me say to all of you, you know, we can give money, right? And it's important. I mean, I'm about to campaign again with Jim Conway, who used to have rent control at the Clearview trailer court just down the road. We have to go do that all over again for them. All over again because they got sold out by early quasi-progressive elected officials. One of whom is dead now. Just saying. Shit happens.
There was a couple of us that voted against that.
So, oh yeah, no doubt about that. So look, it's serious at this point, right? Because this thing has to be won in order to make sure that the people we care about remain in this community. That is the rainbow of this community. All classes, all kinds of people, all kinds of vocations staying here because rent control passes. So you'll give your money today, you'll give it the next time we ask. You can give online, show up Wednesday night at SEIU, 6 p.m. we'll dispatch you. Thank you. The money right to me. I'll make sure it gets to the right place. Just put it in the hands of any campaign. We'll circulate. Oh, credit card.
Does Jeffrey have, Jeffrey, you got that credit card thing? All right, you guys, before you go, how many people here either have a story, a story of their own experience renting, or know someone who does? Anybody? So there's Brandon, where's the rental stories happening? Right in there, they're actually collecting rental stories. Because one of the most important ways we're going to win this is we're going to make this into a human campaign about real people, so people actually notice it, and not some sort of argument about an ordinance and the details of an ordinance. But there's a lot of actually people who are talking about it, and that's what matters here. But we actually got to get the stories and put them out. So anybody who knows somebody with a good story or is willing to tell their own, they're actually doing video work right in there right now. So please go do that. Brennan, and find Brennan, he's right there. And the other thing is, just for Wednesday, how many people can come out Wednesday? It's 5 o'clock Wednesday. How many people can come out Wednesday to SAU and canvas? Raise your hand. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Right on. How many people can come out Saturday canvassing in the morning at 10 a.m.? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Great. How many people can come out Sunday at 3 o'clock? Okay, we got 5 for each one. That's a good start. We could use more. Hey, if you didn't raise your hand. Okay, if you didn't raise your hand, think about when you can come and canvass. Thank you so much. Have a good time. Hug your neighbor and enjoy the rest of the day.